Well, hi there. So today we're going to take a quick look at KDE Linux. This is, hold on, there we go. This is beta software, which is why this episode is going to be titled You Can Try KDE Linux. So please don't install this unless you intend on testing it and submitting bug reports and all that. I'm probably not going to do that, but I just thought it'd be an interesting look. Incidentally, this is the first immutable distro that I've tested. Now, before we begin, I do want to say, and I might as well go ahead and increase the resolution while I'm at it. I do want to say a few words about my cat, Oliver. He died last night, and I had to bury him this morning. He was a very good kitty, and I'm going to miss him a lot. But he was declining for a while, and at least now he's not suffering. I gotta say, if he hadn't died last night, I probably would have called the vet tomorrow morning and scheduled an appointment to have him put down. Maybe he was that bad off, so yeah. All right, I did write an obituary of sorts on my Tumblr, evilrhoda.tumblr.com. Why on Tumblr when I haven't posted on Tumblr in years? Well, there's an explanation in the obituary, so yeah. we'll move on. Yeah. So, all right, so we got this here welcome screen. This is first boot into the live CD. As you can see down here, it says visit bugs.kde.org to report issues. Okay. So we can begin installing KDE Linux, or we can close the window to explore the live environment. So we'll just go ahead and see what the Welcome Center has to offer. Okay, little textual welcome here, along with links to the KDE community, and I'm assuming that's the KDE website. Okay, you can access the internet. Okay. We can turn on airplane mode. Turn off Wi-Fi. Haha, there we go. No censoring this episode. Okay. Simple by default. Okay. Powerful when needed. Yes, indeed. Okay. And it's talking about the Discover store here. If you use the Steam Deck, you're familiar with KDE and the Discover Store because that's what you get in desktop mode. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and looks like everything works. Hold on, let's see here. Can we change the audio output? Here, we want the settings app. Can we change the sound output? Left, front, right, front, left. Oh shit. Left, front, right. Okay, but it's selected here, so we just click here. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and install the system then. Oh god, what? What was that? Wait, what was that? Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting installer. I think this is unique to KDE Linux. So basically, the KDE project, their flagship thing is KDE Plasma, which is this desktop environment you see here. They also have a bunch of other projects under their little umbrella. And this is a brand new installer. They used to have, well, I think KDE Neon is still around, but KDE Neon was basically KDE on top of an Ubuntu base, and they just kept updating it and giving you the latest KDE features on top of it. that's kind of the sick man of the Linux world right now, and I think KDE is going to shift its focus to KDE Linux, and so I think KDE Neon is going to be gone, but we'll make sure later. We're gonna make sure. We're gonna shoot it, take it out back behind the shed and shoot it. Oh man. Yes, I am in the New York time zone. Yes, I am using an English US keyboard. The default layout is fine, I think. We're just gonna go ahead and erase the whole disk. If anybody from KDE is watching this, and you want to like ask me about anything that happens in the video, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to worry too much about what's on this computer because most of the time this thing is unplugged. I only use it for this basically, and so you know, I'm not gonna like, I'm probably not gonna like come at you with any bug reports or anything. But like I said, if somebody from KDE watches this and asks me about it, I'll give you information if it'll help you. I did download this particular raw image this morning, which is unusual because we're going to type our name in here, which is unusual because usually these distros come in on ISO files. I once saw somebody argue that ISO files suck and everybody should be using raw image files. I don't know any of the technical stuff, so I have no idea if he was right or not. Yeah. So we're gonna let this install. I'm not and I don't think I want to do anything while... Oh, what? Okay, did I accidentally click on something? Hold on. Wait. No. Okay. The welcome screen randomly popped back up for some reason. Did I accidentally minimize it? I don't think I minimized it. I think I closed it. Okay, well, that's a weird bug. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just, pause the recording and let this install. And you could... Oh, look, you can have a look-see at the underlying commands that are happening. Wait, hold on. Oh, is this just Calamares? Or yeah, look, it's Calamares. Start Calamares 3.4.0. Is this just like a skin on top of Calamares, or are they using like Calamares under the hood and everything else is its own thing? I guess that would be the same thing as a skin, having a skin on top, but okay. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to pause the recording, and after we come back, we'll restart the computer and hopefully boot into KDE Linux, and I'll tell you all about how... Well, never mind. Never mind. Okay. We're just going to restart now. Okay. And, of course, if you have that check, it just automatically restarts. We're going to pull out the thumb drive so that we don't end up back in the live CD. Okay. Okay, we'll just hit KDE Linux. This computer does have UEFI, so yeah, okay. Alright, stand stock font on. Oh no, I accidentally said my password that I've said out loud a million times before. and I don't use for anything else. Oh no, I'm going to get hacked. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go back and re-enlarge this display. I'm going to re-embiggen that boy. Oh, here it is, up top, right there. There we go. 1920 by 1080. Wait, what crashed? What crashed? Keep. What crashed? KDE, what? Okay, there's the welcome screen, or center, welcome center. KDE, what crashed? Where's my notifications? Okay, so you can just right-click this and uncheck enable Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. Yeah, where's the notifications? Where's my notifications? Okay. That is strange. All right, well, if we go to... actually, hold on. Before we do anything else, let's go to go here, freeze dark, first of all. Apply. Thank you. And then we gotta go to add-ons and put our condom on. We're basically just going to be on, like, the KDE websites, but it's always good practice. Always put your condom on. Always practice safe internet browsing. Plus, I forget the URL of the website, so I gotta Google KDE Linux. There we go. Oh. Yeah, kde.org/Linux. Okay. So yeah, it's a free Linux distro provided by KDE. GNOME has kind of a similar thing, but GNOME OS, as GNOME's distro is called, is meant to be only for testing. And I feel like this is a replacement for KDE Neon, which is not just for testing, KDE Neon, but also for people who enjoy KDE and want all the latest KDE stuff. Yeah, see, the latest and greatest of KDE community stuff. Why is this white text on a... Look, I can barely see the T here. Fire your graphic designer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. That was kind of mean. Oh shit, what's this? Is this an ad? This is an ad. What the hell, kitty? Okay. Alright, let's see here. Here's the blog for KDE Neon. Let's see what they say. KDE Neon now testing Plasma 6.5. Let me see here. Yeah, there's really no... I don't really see any news on, the fate of KDE Neon. Maybe it'll, I don't know, they might just keep on trucking. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, if you do want to install this to test it, they do have a section on here about how to help out. You can help if you're a tech journalist or other influencer. Hey, that's me! I am now telling all my millions of subscribers about how cool KDE Linux is. Okay, you can try daily driving it or putting it on a secondary machine. And just keep bug hunting. You can test less common hardware, like NVIDIA GPUs, which this little mini PC does not have. Or you can use the experimental Delta update feature on spinning hard disks. which this little mini PC also does not have. Again, this is a GMK Tech NUCbox G3 Plus. So I'm not sure how uncommon this is. I mean, this is basically a NUC, like one of those Intel NUC boxes. So not sure how valuable this would be if I daily drove this machine with this operating system. But yeah, if you do decide to install this, definitely report bugs, because again, this is beta software. Do not use this in production use. If you are going to be using this on your computer, be ready to report bugs. That is the only reason you should be doing this. Okay, and you can also help develop, it says here. What's in it for you? Remember when Linux was an undiscovered country and everything was new and fun? KDE Linux is all over again. Okay. All right. So yeah, it says here, well, I think I was saying beta, but this is, here they're saying it's alpha software. Yeah, do not install it on your non-technical uncle's computer or across the accounting department at work. Actually, do that last one. Fuck the accounting department. The accountants can go to hell! There are multiple known issues. Make sure nothing is there's a deal breaker to you. And we can go and see the known issues. Opportunities for customizing the base OS are extremely limited. And it mentions here that this is an immutable base. So what's an immutable operating system? Basically, that means that you can't have traditionally installed software. It's a little hard to explain. So everything you install from the Discover store here is going to be a flat pack. And flat packs are all sandboxed. You know, you might also hear people say containerized. You know, to you, those might as well be the same thing. And honestly, I don't know enough about the subject to really know, even if there is a difference, honestly. See, now somebody in the comments is going to go, oh, there is no difference, they're the same thing. Or maybe somebody else will be like, they're very different, here's all the differences, you moron. I look forward to your comments. Oh, I've got 3 updates. Okay, sure, I'll update all of them. Oh, those are pretty big updates, jeez. Okay. Let's see here. Yep, no ads and does not transmit or sell your personal information. How is it free? Volunteers. Okay. You get excited about modern technology like System D, immutable OSs, containerized apps, and I keep hearing people pronounce this as ButterFS, but shouldn't that be BetterFS? I mean, the logo is butter, so, like, if I look that up, fuck off AI. And Wikipedia doesn't have the logo. Hold on. Official website. There we go. Can't believe this is butter. Where's the logo? Okay. I swear to God, there was a ButterFS logo where it had, like, butter in it. What the fuck? What happened to that? Surely it's, oh my God. Okay. Did I hallucinate that? Was I imagining that? Did I dream about that? Was that a fucking psychic vision of an alternate universe? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. No, never mind. Although I will also say, System D is kind of ironic here because even today there are so many fucking System D haters out there. Okay, if you're just a beginner and you're kind of lost in all this terminology, You don't really need to know what systemd is. It's an init system. It loads your operating system, but it should be invisible to you as an end user, basically, right? So, but the thing is, when it was first introduced in, I believe, 2010, there was a lot of controversy. Everybody adopted it, and to be fair, as with a lot of new technology, a lot of things broke with it. But I started using Linux in total in like 2014, 2015, I think 2015. And I started using it full time in 2016. I've never once had an issue that I could trace back to systemd. It's possible I did have an issue with systemd, but nothing I could trace back to systemd. And a lot of people also criticize the founder of that project, Leonard Pottering. I don't know the guy. A lot of people say he's an asshole. I don't know. I will say, though, systemd, like I said, never had a problem I could trace back to it. However, Leonard Pottering's other major contribution to the Linux ecosystem, Pulse Audio, was started in 2007, 3 years before systemd, and it's still a fucking piece of shit! Oh, God! Seriously, I hate Pulse Audio, and I'm glad it is getting replaced by Pipewire. Fuck Pulse Audio. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, those are basically audio drivers. And again, if all goes well, hopefully those should be invisible to you. You should not even have to worry about it. Hopefully. The reality is not always as clear-cut, but there you go. All right, so. All right. And you can read all about this. They do have a little list of things that you need to get started. First, you got to create a lot. There's like a step-by-step instructions. I will say, I did mention the raw file before, and they mentioned ISO image writer. I wanted to go ahead and do this like their way. So I installed this. You can install it as a Flatpak, as you can see on FlatHub. So I did. I installed it as a Flatpak, and it would not make the it would not write the image to my thumb drive. I don't know why, and I can't remember what the error message was. I could try again. Again, if somebody from KDE is watching this and wants me to like try again and see what error message I get, that's fine. I'll do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Incidentally, so actually the way I wrote the image file to the thumb drive was with Etcher, but I installed the RPM version instead of using the old ass app image version that I had been using. So, just to make sure that wasn't like a contributing factor to any failure. So yeah, and it as you can see, it worked fine. I hope. But yeah, so there are a couple other ones. There's Fedora Media Writer. I don't know if that just works for Fedora. There's BootCute. Another very simple one. And of course, there's also Impression. So, yeah, eventually, I might try those out. Yeah, if anybody wants me to check those out, I may in future just do episodes covering Linux software rather than distributions. So yeah, let's see here. And then you gotta disable secure boot because it isn't currently Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see here. Have they updated the raw file? No, okay. So this last one was the one I have installed now. So, yeah, if anybody from KDE is watching this in like a week, that'll probably be horribly outdated. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay. And then, okay, so where I was at secure boot. You gotta disable secure boot. I did not have to do that. I'm assuming secure boot is disabled on this mini PC by default because I never even touched that setting in the BIOS. I never even touched the BIOS here, I don't think, because even when I first got it, it like defaulted to booting from a thumb drive. So that's nice. Then you boot into the USB drive and then explore the live session, install KDE Linux, which is all stuff that we did. Okay, and we're up to date. Hell yeah, okay. So, yeah, not much to say here. I will say I don't like this floating taskbar, but you can change that pretty easily, I'm pretty sure. Let me see here. I don't want to get into too much customization because I just wanted this to be a short little thing. Oh, this isn't for the whole panel. This is for the task manager down here, these little icons down here, and, you know, yeah. Okay, so we'll close that. How are we on time? 26 minutes, okay. Show panel configuration, that's what we want. Floating. Panel and applets. Applets only? What does applets only do? Okay. So, if we open up Firefox... Okay, let's see here. Huh. I'm not sure what that does, actually. But yeah, let's just... Wait. Oh! Oh. It's obviously not the windows that float, but I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, disabled. So yeah. Of course, if we want to put it up to the top, which is the least I would do. Yeah. You know, usually I do Unity style thing, but we'll customize this a little bit. I think doing a dock is, yeah, no, that looks terrible. I think what we want here is what? No, we do want to remove those. Shit. Okay, there we go. No, we don't. What do we do here? I think it's a spacer we want. Panel spacer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we got that, and then what else do we want? We want... Create new... No. Enter edit. Okay. Okay, add panel. It's an application menu bar. Oh. We want Okay, and the default panel is just that, so. How do we, okay, delete panel. Okay, and then we delete that panel, and then we make a new panel, and then show panel configuration. So yes, we do want it aligned there. We want it, well, let's make it translucent, why not? And let's make it a thick boy. All right, we want it to dodge windows. Yeah, no, that's a good position. Okay. How do we kind of make this a dock? Oh, fill with. We want to fit content. Okay. And then add widgets. Task. Icons. Yeah, there we go. Icons only task manager. Okay, let's exit edit mode. Yeah, okay, and then we got a nice little basic dock down here. Right. Let's open up something that's not pinned to the dock right now. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, I made it crash. Okay, so what I did to make it crash was I clicked up here and I clicked Office. Okay, now it works. Okay, so Ocular. Okay. Okay. How can I alter this? Okay. That all seems good. Shit. Okay. Okay, there we go. Still doesn't look all that great actually, but you know, this is just a kind of a quick and dirty thing. Yeah, there we go. See? And then of course you can also kind of, hold on. Oh god, hot corners. No. No. God, no. No, not the hot corners. But okay. Desktop effects. No. I forget it. Okay, screen edges. That's what it is. There we go. Apply. Thank you. Fuck hot corners. Let me see here. Show alternatives. That's what we want. We can have dashboard, which is what this is. No, I don't think that's it. Okay, never mind. So yeah, then we can just have the application dashboard, which I do kind of like. And just, yeah. So real quick and dirty, basic Mac OS like layout, right? I will say a lot of people, sorry. So the Ubuntu Unity project is kind of in trouble because they're a lot of key people don't, I say a lot of key people, the key person doesn't really have much time for the project anymore, and so they need a lot of like help from other maintainers. So I was listening to, I think it was Late Night Linux. Well, certainly part of the Late Night Linux family, but I was listening to Late Night Linux, and they said that, you know, maybe the responsible thing to do would be to shutter the project and, you know, archive it and just say, hey, we didn't have enough maintainers, but if there's any more interest in this, you know, whoever wants to is welcome to revive it. But I mean, I do agree with them. If they can't find maintainers, it sucks, but that may just be what they need to do. You know, that is the responsible thing to do if they can't keep up the distribution, because the reality of the situation is they could not do a 25.10 release, and it's kind of iffy whether or not they'll be able to do a 26.10 or 26.04 release, I'm sorry, which 26.04 is the LTS release. So if they can't do 26.04, that's 2 years without a new LTS. And honestly, if they aren't able to make that, then yeah, I agree they should seriously consider shuttering the project. But they did say that, you know, you can make KDE or GNOME look and feel just like Unity with, you know, some minor differences, but I disagree. There are some things that Unity did, you know, some of them subtle, some of them not so subtle, that just cannot be replicated on KDE and GNOME. At least I haven't found a way. Stuff like the global menu and the HUD. I mean, maybe there's an extension for the HUD. I actually don't use the HUD. So I didn't really care that much about it, but the global menu and like ripping that out onto the bar, actually, come to think of it, ripping that out onto the top bar, like that was a really amazing little feature, and it just kind of sucks. Speaking of top bars, 20 is the smallest one. That's a little too small. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, there we go. While we're at it. Thick. Boy. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure there's a better way to add a dock on KDE, but, you know, again, quick and dirty. So, yeah, it's sad, but, yeah. But I do want to dispel the idea that, that Unity can be fully replaced. It's just, to me, it's just not the same, right? Even like on my laptop, I use GNOME and I have a Unity-like layout. On my Steam Deck, I have KDE and I have a somewhat Unity-like layout. It's not the same. It's just not. And that saddens me. But hey, you know, if it is what it is. All right. I don't. Oh, wait. I do want to try installing a piece of software. What should I install? Pay my money. Color paint. You know what? Let's. Ooh, Katawa Shoujo. That is an amazing little visual novel that's like over 10 years old at this point. It was released in 2012. If you have not played it, give it a go. Just a word of warning: there are H scenes, sex scenes in this game, but you can turn them off. But I still wouldn't download it if you're under 18. Also, if you're under 18, what are you doing here? Go play with fucking Legos. Jeez. Sorry, I don't want to open up that can of worms with minors in my community. Well, as far as I have a community anyway. Yeah, go play with Legos. Yesterday I was at Walmart and here, I'll just do K-Patience. I was at Walmart and I saw the Lego Game Boy, and it was $60, and I was like, only $60? It's like, one, it's licensed, two, it has like extra electronics in it, and three, it's fucking Lego. Legos are expensive. Like there were two sets next to it, and I think like there was a Piranha Plant one next to it, and there was a Minecraft set next to it as well. I think the Minecraft one was like 80 or 90, and the Piranha Plant one was like 70 or 80. Like, damn, that's cheap for a Lego. Like, that's the old price of a new AAA game. Basic edition. So I have no idea how to play any of these except Yukon. Oh, hey, it automatically put the thing in. So yeah, I mean, it's solitaire. Seems like it works. Actually, this isn't even the solitaire I know. This is a different form of solitaire. Actually, I think I'm sorry. This is the version I know. Oh, yeah, it automatically does it. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Some nice, hot, solitaire card game action. Yeah, this'll attract loads of viewers. Yeah, I'm gonna be flooded with subscribers. Oh, that's a red one. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to hit show desktop. I meant to hit the X. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, not too much customization. We're 43 minutes in. How about I end this by checking out wallpapers? If you want to change your wallpaper on KDE, go to... No, not display and monitor. What am I doing? Go to wallpaper under appearance and style. Oh, you got Altai. You have to hit apply every time you change it. Hold on, let's add a... Oh, see, yeah, see, they do have a global menu here too. Like I said, it just doesn't really feel exactly the same. And also, I feel like it doesn't do it as well. I can't really put my finger on it. It just doesn't feel as quite as good. Didn't I already have a pager on here? Shit. That's not wrong. Go panel configuration. Yeah, I do have a pager. Okay. That's strange. Okay, you know what? We're just going to remove that. Actually, you know what? Undo. Oh. Okay, so what I did there was, I undid removing the panel, desktop pager. And, or maybe, hold on, pager. We'll put it here. Oh, there's two of them. What the hell? Remove all instances. Okay. That's weird. Okay, why isn't it... What is it doing? Okay, hold on. Okay, virtual desktops. Okay, that's good. Okay, there we go. It's only showing 3, though, for some reason. Okay. Well, I've wasted enough time with that. Seriously, what the hell? Okay. Wallpaper. Autumn. Oh, that's nice. This has been in KDE since KDE 5, I believe. Same with this. So this is an older one. This one changes based on shit. That one changes based on whether you have dark or light mode. Yeah, a lot of these seem pretty familiar. A lot of these are pretty much just standard KDE desktops, I feel like. Yeah, okay. Pretty nice pictures, though. All right. I think I'll end it here. Okay. All right. So, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah. See you next time.